Hello everyone, I'm Kien, a father of 3 from Vietnam. Life may have its ups and downs, but the first thing you've got to do when you wake up is open the fridge. In Vietnam, there's a saying, if you want to reach your goals, you must first survive. Meaning that you must satisfy your basic need for food before you have the energy to work or achieve anything. Is eating last night's leftovers common in your country? Here in Vietnam, it's a very popular habit. For breakfast today, we have some leftover pork belly from last night. I'm going to stir-fry it with a bit of fish sauce and large green onions. Breakfast at my house is usually quite chaotic and diverse, simply because everyone has different tastes. The adults prefer eating rice, while my kids usually go for bread, boiled eggs, or sticky rice. My daughter just woke up. Look at her face. She always looks so funny right after waking up. This is a typical breakfast for my family. It includes leftover meat from the night before, boiled sponge gourd, and sometimes boiled eggs. We rarely eat fast food because it's not good for our health. After finishing breakfast, I go to the warehouse next to my house. That is where I work. I'm printing out order invoices for my employee to pack and ship. E-commerce in Vietnam has boomed over the last 5 years. In 2025, total e-commerce revenue reached $35 billion, a 34% increase from the previous year. However, it's a brutal market. In 2024, 165,000 sellers had to shut down their businesses. Another 80,000 followed in 2025. I might have to close my business this year too. Many sellers are forced to give up due to rising platform fees and legal risks. I've been doing this for 7 years, and the reality is, I'm on the verge of becoming unemployed. But survival of the fittest is the law of life, right? When one door closes, another opens. As you can see, I am now starting to learn English and building my own YouTube channel. I sell cosmetics on Shopee. It's similar to Amazon or eBay in the US. Shopee is currently the largest e-commerce platform in Southeast Asia. This is my employee. She is packing orders to send out to customers. Before shipping, everything is carefully wrapped in bubble wrap like this. On Saturday or Sunday afternoons, our family of 5 usually visits my parents-in-law for dinner. We've kept up this routine for 7 years now, ever since my wife and I got married. Traffic in the suburbs where I live isn't too heavy, though the roads can be a bit dusty. As you can see, the main mode of transportation in Vietnam is still the motorbike. If a family owns a car, they usually just have one. For example, my family of 5 shares a single car. I worked really hard to afford it. It's an old Toyota Vios that cost me about $24,000. The kids are pretty noisy in the back, aren't they? They are always this energetic. Right now, they're saying hello to the viewers in Vietnamese. On the way there, I'll stop by a convenience store to buy a crate of beer for my father-in-law. You'll meet him in a moment. I often joke with him that I buy him beer so he won't ask for his daughter back. This is 333, a popular beer brand in Vietnam. A 24-can pack goes for $11. Villages in Vietnam grow quite a lot of green trees. At the entrance of the village, there is always the biggest tree. In the past, when Vietnamese villages grew a lot of wet rice, people would gather here to drink water and rest after coming back from working in the fields. This is the village road leading to my in-laws' house. You can see the late afternoon rhythm of life here. Some people are returning from work, others are out for a walk. It's very lively, isn't it? Here is my in-laws' house. It's a 3-story tube house, quite similar to our own. My wife is preparing dinner for everyone. Tonight, we're having bun, rice vermicelli noodles. Bun is a very popular dish in Vietnam. As soon as my kids get to their grandparents, they glue themselves to the TV. I'm completely helpless when it comes to this. My parents-in-law work in event planning. They organize weddings just like the ones I showed you in my previous video. They absolutely adore their grandkids. Every time we visit, they insist on packing a ton of food for us to take home. Right here, my father-in-law is even asking if I want to take this electric fan home. Today's dinner includes fried tofu, stir-fried pork, rice vermicelli, and fresh herbs. After dinner, the kids are having ice cream. When they are at their grandparents' house, they get spoiled a lot more and get to watch more TV. It seems they know this, which is why they always look forward to visiting Grandma and Grandpa. Can you guess what fruit this is? This is called MIT mat or honey jackfruit. It's different from regular jackfruit. Regular jackfruit is much firmer and drier, whereas this honey jackfruit is very soft, mushy, and incredibly sweet, hence the name honey jackfruit. In Vietnam, we don't slice jackfruit into neat little pieces like you see in US supermarkets. We can't possibly eat this whole thing by ourselves.
Đến lúc quay video thì lại thì chả bổ lốt đi, lại còn bổ đôi ra không để đấy.
My father-in-law is cutting it up to share with the neighbors. Next, I'm gonna ride my bicycle and show you around my village road. My mother told me about the days just after the war, when life was still full of hardships. Whenever a jackfruit was cut open, families in the neighborhood would gather around to share it, and it was always so joyful. The outer rind could be boiled to make bath water, the stringy rags were stir-fried with pork cracklings, and the seeds were boiled and then roasted for a snack. Nowadays, this fruit has become so common that nobody does those things anymore. It's getting late, so my family and I are going to turn off the camera now to head home. Please share with me. In your country, do children often visit their parents after getting married? Bye for now.